everybody! J.K. Calloway here. Siobhan's here! Jumping back into sadness, basically. Chernobyl. Episode 2, entitled Please Remain Calm. Ship sailed on that, I would imagine. We're all gonna die. Would you be calm in that situation, Siobhan?
Absolutely not.
What do you mean?
I would have the facade of calmness.
No, well, that's your general state. But it's absolute chaos in here. If I could just walk around in there and have to have a shield, possibly a hazmat suit. I wouldn't die. I've got cockroach blood. I don't get sick ever. What? I got a cold once a year, maybe. But that's a bad one. I am that husband, aren't I? Or I'm just a miserable. Oh, honey, I need everything. That's me when I get sick.
You're miserable because you won't take anything until you're on death's door.
I don't just solve all my solutions with drugs like some people. Yeah. Pill popping. Yeah. Throughout our 20s, you were a pill popper the whole time, birth control. She has a problem.
Every day.
Every day. Well, what do you think's gonna happen here? Mass panic? Like, I know cursory things about what actually happened, so... yeah, I don't know how they're gonna announce it to the public that this happened.
Yeah.
Or if they're just gonna seal the town and let everyone die off in peace without getting out. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm scared. Like, it's an impossible situation.
Yeah.
Ugh. Before we get going, make sure you do hit subscribe right down there next to Siobhan's giant pill. It looks like a pill. I've decided.
Water bottle.
Oh, I was gonna squirt you.
I know you were.
Well, yeah, thank you for joining the channel. We're having lots of fun around here. Lots of new shows. We're doing Good Omens these days, Fear the Walking Dead. We'll plan on doing some other really fun stuff. But if you want to tell us what to do, and we do listen, because we're doing Chernobyl. And this was suggested by one of our Patreons. So go to patreon.com/jkcalloway. Become a Patreon. Let us know what shows you want us to review, and we will do so, because we don't have pride. Give me money. I'll do what you want. That's why I married this one. She gave me a $5 when we first met. I did everything. You ready?
Yeah.
Fix your hair first, apparently.
It's being buggy.
It's full of bugs?
No, it's bugging me.
You're a bug? Look at this. No. 7 hours later.
In Minsk.
Mm-hmm.
Spoiling it. No, Ron. Leak?
No. It would have gone off before. It's coming from outside.
Wait, this is in Minsk? How far away is that?
I'm not up on my Russian geography.
Classic.
ID 131. It's not military, it's uranium decay, U-235.
Ignalina, maybe 240 kilometers away.
They're at 4. It's not them. Who's the next closest?
It's Chernobyl, but that's not possible. They're 400 kilometers away.
And that's too far for 8 milliroentgen. They'd have to be split open. Maybe they know something. No one's answering the phone.
What are you doing? What is that?
Milk. It's milk. Much better than water.
No, stop, stop!
What are you doing?
Due to radiation burns, your clothes are contaminated. Help me! He was a firefighter for Chernobyl. Can you stop pushing, please?
Shit. Just gotta burn them. Like, nothing you can do. Doesn't radiation affect DNA? Like,
Yeah.
it does.
It unravels your.
Something. Like, has that come up at all? Or in the years since? I don't even know. I don't know if maybe the show gets into it later, but I haven't heard about it off the top of my head. But, you know, that is a bevy of information from that place. You know, the country does a wonderful job informing other people of what's going on.
Thank you all for your duty to this commission. We will begin with Deputy Chairman Sherbina's briefing, and then we will discuss next steps, if necessary.
Thank you, Comrade General Secretary. I'm pleased to report that the situation in Chernobyl is stable. Military and civilian patrols have secured the region, and Colonel General Piccolo, who commands troops specializing in chemical hazards, has been dispatched to the plant. In terms of radiation, Plant Director Bricano reports no more than 3.6 Röntgen. I'm told it's the equivalent of a chest X-ray.
If there is nothing else, meeting adjourned. Pardon me?
We can't adjourn.
This is Professor Legasov of the Kurchatov Institute. Professor, if you have any concerns, feel free to address them with me later.
I'm so sorry. Page 3, the section on casualties. A fireman was severely burned on his hand by a chunk of smooth black mineral on the ground outside the reactor building. Smooth black mineral. Graphite. There's graphite on the ground.
Of what importance that could be?
There's only one place in the entire facility where you will find graphite. Inside the core. If there's graphite on the ground outside, it means it wasn't a control system tank that exploded. It was the reactor core. It's open.
Bricano reports that the reactor core is intact. And as for the radiation...
Yes, 3.6 Röntgen, which, by the way, is not the equivalent of one chest X-ray, but rather 400 chest X-rays. That number's been bothering me for a different reason, though. It's also the maximum reading on low-limit dosimeters. They gave us the number they had. I think the true number is much, much higher. If I'm right, this fireman was holding the equivalent of 4 million chest X-rays in his hand.
Professor Legasov, there's no place for alarmist hysteria.
It's not alarmist if it's a fact.
Well, I don't hear any facts at all. Yes, and this concern stems entirely from the description of a rock.
Yes.
Comrade Sherbina, I want you to go to Chernobyl. You take a look at the reactor, you personally, and you report directly back to me.
Wise decision, Comrade General Secretary.
And take Professor Legasov with you.
Forgive me, Comrade General Secretary, but I don't...
Do you know how a nuclear reactor works?
No.
No. Well, then how will you know what you're looking at?
Mm-hmm.
Meeting adjourned.
See, Gorbachev was a smart guy.
Excuse me, I'm Vasily Ignatenko's wife. He's a fireman. Ignatenko? Ignatenko, 6-car military fire and rescue unit. I need to find him. Please.
He's being transported by helicopter to Moscow. Hospital number 6.
Why, is he alright? Can I see him?
You want to see him? Go to Moscow.
That's graphite on the roof. The whole building's been blown open. The core's exposed.
I can't see how you can tell that from here.
Oh, for God's sakes. Look at that glow. That's radiation ionizing the air.
Get us directly over the building.
Boris,
Don't use
we
my
go
name.
directly over.
I don't see your reply.
Dead within a week, dead. Sir?
Get us over that building, or I'll have you shot.
If you fly directly over that core, I promise you by tomorrow morning you'll be begging for that bullet.
scientists, people.
No.
I must tell you, this is why no one likes scientists. When we have a disease to cure, where are they? In a lab, noses in their books, and so grandma dies. But when there isn't a problem, they're everywhere, spreading fear.
I know about Chernobyl.
Oh?
I know that the core is either partially or completely exposed.
Whatever that means.
And that if you don't immediately issue iodine tablets and then evacuate the city, hundreds of thousands of people are going to get cancer, and God knows how many more will die.
Yes, very good. There has been an accident at Chernobyl, but I've been assured there is no problem.
I'm a nuclear physicist. Before you were deputy secretary, you worked in a shoe factory.
Yes, I worked in a shoe factory. And now I'm in charge.
I mean, insulting him isn't exactly the way to go there, but...
Professor Lagarstoff, I understand you've been saying dangerous things.
Very dangerous things. Apparently our reactor core exploded. Please, tell me how an RBMK reactor core explodes.
It's disgraceful. Really. To spread disinformation at a time like this.
Fucking boys.
Our high-range dosimeters have just arrived. We could cover one of our trucks with lead shielding. Mount the dosimeter on the front.
Okay.
Have one of your men get as close to the fire as you can. Give him every bit of protection you have, but understand that even with lead shielding, it may not be enough. Then I'll do it myself.
An actual leader?
Right.
Huh.
Okay. Like, they just have to drive around for a bit? Or does he have to, like, physically get out and get a sample of something? I wonder. I don't know. It should just be in the air.
Yeah, he shouldn't have had to drive at all, actually. I mean, if it
Well, you want to
reached
get close.
Minsk.
Oh, shit. Yep. Paint thinner. Just paint thinner everywhere.
It's not too long, Ken. It's 15,000.
Comrade Savina.
What does that number mean?
It means the core is open. Means the fire we're watching with our own eyes is giving off nearly twice the radiation released by the bomb in Hiroshima. And that's every single hour, hour after hour. 20 hours since the explosion, so 40 bombs worth by now. 48 more tomorrow, and it will not stop. Not the week, not the month. It will burn and spread its poison until the entire continent is dead.
Tell me how to put it out.
We'll use helicopters. Drop water on it like a forest
no.
fire. You don't understand. This isn't a fire. This is a fissioning reactor core burning at over 2,000 degrees. The heat will instantly vaporize the water.
How do we put it out?
Milk.
You are dealing with something that has never occurred on this planet. Boron. Boron and sand. That'll create problems of its own, but I don't see any other way.
Alright, so at least now they're going to admit it to themselves. That something went horribly wrong. You know, we'll take it seriously. 20 hours later.
Won't the sand just turn to glass?
That's what I was wondering. Like, if it's burning that hot, wouldn't it? Yeah. Maybe the boron counteracts it? I don't know.
Copy. We'll go one by one in rotation.
They cannot fly directly over the fire. A minimum of a 10-meter perimeter.
10-meter perimeter. Lead one per pre-flight, maintain minimum 10-meter perimeter.
No. They're too close.
You can't get over the fire. How are they
The
so
wind will have to carry it. Tell them they cannot go over the core.
Lead one is too close. I repeat, they are too close.
He is just up in there. Get out of there. He's dumping. I see it.
Yeah, it would just disintegrate everything.
next one in. They'll look to approach from the west.
The other one just watched what happened.
One of the atomic reactors at the Chernobyl atomic power plant in the city of Kiev was damaged, and there is speculation in Moscow that people were injured and may have died. The Soviets may have been fairly quick to acknowledge the accident because evidence in the form of mild nuclear radiation had already reached beyond the Soviet borders to Scandinavia.
Wow.
Absolutely terrifying.
Comrades, the guards arrested this woman at the south checkpoint. I'd have put her in a cell.
But he thought you should know that I know. I know that your reactor core is exposed. I know the graphite's on fire, the fuel is melting, and you're dropping sand and boron on it, which you probably thought was smart, but you've made a mistake. Smothering the core will put the fire out, but the temperature will eventually increase. It will melt down.
I'm perfectly aware. But I estimate at least a month before it melts through the lower concrete pad, which gives us time.
No, you don't have a month. You have approximately 2 days. It's going to hit these tanks, bubbler pools, reservoirs.
Reservoirs for the ECS. I understand your concern. But I confirmed it with plant personnel. The tanks are nearly empty.
No, they were nearly empty.
Fire hoses are still connected. They've been gushing water into the structure this whole time. Tanks are full. Tanks are full. Nuclear fuel doesn't turn cold simply because it is not on fire. In fact, the temperature will likely rise as a result of the blanket of sand we dropped. The uranium will melt the sand, creating a kind of lava which will begin to melt down through the shield below.
You have made lava.
I anticipated this. I believe there was time to reinforce this lower concrete pad before the lava reached the earth and contaminated the groundwater, but as it turned out, I was worried about the wrong thing.
When the lava enters these tanks, it will instantly superheat and vaporize approximately 7,000 cubic meters of water, causing a significant thermal explosion.
Yeah.
How significant?
We estimate between 2 and 4 megatons. Everything within a 30-kilometer radius will be completely destroyed, including the 3 remaining reactors at Chernobyl. The entirety of the radioactive material in all of the cores will be ejected at force and dispersed by a massive shockwave, which will extend approximately 200 kilometers and likely be fatal to the entire population of Kiev, as well as a portion of Minsk. The release of radiation will be severe and will impact all of Soviet Ukraine, Latvia, Lithuania, Belarusia, as well as Poland, Czechoslovakia, Hungary, Romania, and most of East Germany.
And how long before this happens?
Approximately 48 to 72 hours.
Well, okay.
But we may have a solution.
Okay,
We pump the
that didn't
water
happen,
from the tanks.
so...
Unfortunately, the tanks are sealed shut by a sluice gate, and the gate can only be opened manually from within the duct system itself. So we need to find 3 plant workers who know the facility well enough to enter the basement here, find their way through all these ductways, get to the sluice gate valve here, and give us the access we need to pump out the tanks. The level of radioactive contamination.
They'll likely be dead in a week.
We're asking for your permission to kill 3 men.
Clearly this does work. But fuck. It's just...
Turn it off for my sanity. Fuck.
Fucking noise. Yeah. Darkness. Oh, you fucking asshole. Are you serious? That's how you're gonna end this episode? Oh my god.
Please remain calm.
No. I'm done with the calm. I mean, they're working on solutions, so that's good. I mean, they must have been successful because obviously, you know, people still live in Lithuania and Ukraine currently, so. Something went right, at least as far as that goes. The scariest show ever made. Yeah.
Even though we know the outcome.
Yeah. Other than like, you know, that was a little higher stakes on that one.
Incredibly well done.
Yeah. As you expect from HBO, but.
Listen to scientists. Listen to fucking women.
Listen to fucking women. They did.
Yeah, but squat dude.
Squat dude?
Yeah.
What's
With
squat dude?
With the short tie.
Yeah, that was an incel. That's.
Blew her off.
Of course, yeah. She wasn't a pork chop.
So. She had to get herself arrested in order to be heard.
Soldiers gonna follow orders. A fat man's gonna eat. Calm down. If I was a man, the same thing would have happened.
Ooh.
Yes, it would have.
Absolutely not.
Yes, it would.
Absolutely not. If
But
she
the
would have
soldier
walked
would
in
have
with
the same thing.
With the big dude, it wouldn't have happened if she were a man.
If she brought like a brisket, he would have listened. So how about women know their place and do some cooking, and then people will listen to women. What's up? What are you gonna say about that? Nothing. That's what I thought. Logic. You just got logicked. But yeah, it's damn good, no doubt.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see the aftermath, because I really, like, I don't recall. Like, I'm sure a lot of people got cancer, but, like, you know, were there a lot of birth defects? Were there, you know, what was the fallout? Literal fallout of this. So I'm excited to see. Not excited. That's the wrong word. Interested. But it's brilliant. Brilliantly done.
Mm-hmm.
I'm afraid, but like, I'm interested. So good job, HBO, as per usual. Except for Ballers and Entourage. Stop doing shit like that. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a comment down below. Let us know what you think of this episode and the series as a whole. No spoilers. I mean, you can if you want, I guess, but Google it. But yeah, we'll jump back in. We'll do these on Fridays until we're done. And a weeping sad mess. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you guys so much for checking out the video. Give it a like and hit subscribe if you like what we're doing around here.
So you can follow this one right here, over here, on all these social media type things. You should. He's entertaining.
Also, go ahead and check out more videos on the channel. We have lots of fun around here reviewing our favorite shows. Not only just us, but our kids. So, hee. And check out Patreon, patreon.com/JKCalloway if you want to support the channel. My name's JK Calloway.
Siobhan.
Siobhan. We'll talk to you next time.